With the new map Building 21 and the new boss Velikan to go with it, we have a lot to expect from DMZ moving forward. Today we're going over 5 potential bosses and the rewards they will drop in DMZ. Now to clarify, this video is complete speculation and mostly just an ideas video. Take it as a follow-up to my last video in which I went over a couple of features I'd like to see them add to DMZ. If you haven't watched it, you can click the link either found on the top of the screen now or down in the description after you're done with this video. To kick off the list, we have what I'd refer to as the Canine Trainer. I'd expect this boss to be found in a facility filled with canines who occasionally get released in waves as you progress closer to the boss, with the drop probably being a dog tag or whistle. I think this one is pretty obvious, but beating this boss will reward you with canine score streak. Whether this is like the guard dog from Call of Duty Ghost or the typical swarm of canines we've let loose in previous Call of Duties such as the Black Ops series and most recently Vanguard. Next up we have the Genetic Engineer. This boss will specialize in human enhancements. He'll probably be found in a lab and have a jug guarding him, or if Infinity Ward wants to completely shift directions at any point, we get introduced some zombies. Killing the scientist could result in unlocking a brand new perk, or better yet, the Specialist Score Streak tab could make a comeback. For those of you who don't know, the Specialist Score Streak tab allows you to earn additional perks throughout the match on top of the ones you already picked in your class, offering a whole new playstyle for those who don't really care much for the kill streaks in the game or are tired of getting killed every time they have to wait for that damn animation to finish while calling in their streaks. This next one is my favorite, the Robotics Expert. This boss will specialize in advanced technology and can result in the return of something similar to the Scarab or Vulture from Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Ghost, or maybe we could see a C6 unit from Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Infinite Warfare, I don't blame you. The C6 units were just AI robots similar to the GI units in Black Ops 3 who would just go around and kind of just act as like another teammate. Another thing they could potentially do with this idea is introduce us to the first rendition of the Enhanced Tactical Humanoid, or many may remember E3N being the iconic third rendition of the robot that they recently made a reference to in one of their shop bundles. I'm sure all the fans would appreciate this callback. Before we go on to the third spot, if you're enjoying this so far, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and I'll be pumping out more content like this when I can. Alright, at some point there's gotta be something tougher to fight in the air on DMZ. You know, something that actually makes us want to punch more holes in the drywall. At the moment we have the DMZ Chopper boss who really isn't much of a threat and only drops a supply drop with generic DMZ loot such as keys and gold skulls. I suggest the next aerial boss should be known as the Gunner. This will be a boss in a gunship raining ham on anyone and anything in its vicinity. Destroying it will either drop another supply drop with a new weapon or skin or other reward, or the reward could be guarded in a warehouse on the map, and once you destroy this gunship, you're free to battle your way in and just grab your loot and exfil. Finally, we have the Armor and Defense Expert. I added this one just for taste, but I'd love to see the return of the Maniac score streak from MW2 and COD Ghost. This is a variant of the Juggernaut, but instead you run around with a knife and some throwing knives as well. I can imagine finding this boss in a facility filled with multiple riot shield specialists who we all know could be both annoying and fun to deal with in this DMZ mode. Well, that about wraps it up for today's video. I highly recommend checking out my previous DMZ video, and if you want to see more in the future, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thank you.